Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is your host, Most Great, Day Late Dollar Short News, man. Tap that like, that share, that subscribe so you'll be tapped in and notified every time that I drop. Hit that notification bell so you can come on and tap into this Day Late Dollar Short News vlogcast, man. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about Jay Hood. I did a video about Jay Hood the other day, but I had to take it down because I don't know what's going on with my videos, why they're being labeled as private, man. I think I'm being shadow banned or something. You know what I'm saying? So if you are watching this video and you would like to subscribe to the channel, or you know someone who may like to subscribe to this channel, or somebody who has at risk youth who needs to hear some valuable information, and y'all need to tap in right here. And y'all need to tap in right now, like ASAP, like Rocky. Speaking of ASAP Rocky, I will be doing a story about ASAP Rocky today as well. But anywho, let's not jump too far ahead of the ball. Today we're talking about Jay Hood from Stevenson Village Crip. I recently did a video on him, and like I said, it bombed. I don't know what the heck happened. But anywho, Mr. Jay Hood is a Crip from Stevenson Village who unfortunately took another man's life due to gun violence, and he's sitting in prison right now on what you would label a SNY yard. The person who he got on the stand with on is the person who he allegedly killed. So my question to all the street NES, the YNs, is it telling if you tell on someone who's already in the ground? Are you bad if you get off on somebody who not even here no more? I mean, I think that was the argument with Terrence Gangster Williams. Everybody was coming at Terrence Gangster Williams and calling him a rat, but all the people who he allegedly got off on, they was already deceased. So are you bad if you do that? Drop it in the comments if you think that's a bad thing. The other issue I wanted to address with Mr. J Hood was him being on the SNY yard, sensitive needs yard. For those of you who are not familiar with what a SNY yard is, it's where they send all the miscreants, all the S offenders, all the snitches, all the people who are deemed bad on a general population yard. Maybe they ran up a prison debt. Maybe they didn't follow the rules and the protocol from their colleagues. They get sent over to the SNY. Some of them debrief, but the SNY yard is not only for people that's bad. It's just for people who some people got mental issues. There's a plethora of reasons that people go to the SNY yard. But for the people who are in general population, anybody who goes to the SNY yard is bad. And that's one of the things that people usually don't come back from. Your gang usually will not accept you if you get deemed to a SNY yard. If you come out to the streets and the homies find out that you was over there where it was bad at, depending on the circumstances, most of the time, they're not going to F with you. Now, the Southerners and the Northerners, I don't know how they program with the SNY. I believe that, they're on the same type of time when it comes to that. But yeah, mainly, with the Crips and the Bloods, the Hoovers, the Pyrus, the LA gangs, I'm from Bakersfield. So I can only attest for where I'm from. I got homies from LA, but I can only attest for, what I know and what I see. I hear a lot of things on the internet, but like I said, I don't live in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? I live out here. I've been out there before. I got homies from out there. I've been locked up with homies from LA, and but I can't speak for that. So I ain't gonna speak on no shit I don't know. So you'd have to ask them how they deal with people who are on that type of time. But from what I've heard, if you land on an SNY yard, when you come back to the streets, you all bad. So here's what I want to say, attest to that, right? You put in all this work on the streets. You acclimated as the top rank, the top op. You out here on your stuff, you know what I'm saying? You doing field trips. Can't nobody fuck with you. You dig what I'm saying? You getting it in. Within a matter of 20 seconds, all of that could be railroaded from you walking off of a yard. And it may be you might have got politicked on. Somebody might have, said that they had some paperwork on you, but really don't have any paperwork on you. Or they read the paperwork and they took it as what they took it as. You dig what I'm saying? So that's something you youngsters need to think about. The streets don't got love for you. And prison is a microcosm of the streets. So no matter how much you do, it's no love. No matter how many people you slid on, no matter how many times you rose your hand and say, I'll do it, I'll roll, I'll hop in the car, I'll go slide on cuz, blood, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It's all out the window if you do some shit. Man, not even be no fuck, whatever they consider to be fuck shit, it's going to be a stain on your jacket that you can't come back from. And if the hood is all that you know, then you have nothing. They're going to take away your stripes. They're going to roll you up off of every yard that you get on, every yard you land on. They're going to send word that you bad. And they're going to roll you up out of there with force, with weapons. They're going to beat you. They're going to stab you. Hopefully, you live through it and you bounce back on the streets and you change, you straighten your act up. But this is the life that you choosing to live. And like I said before in my earlier videos, man, if I could save one of y'all, man, hey, I'm greatly enamored for the opportunity to save one young man's life, man. I'll be elated because you know what? Each one teach one, man. Maybe he could save one person's life and maybe the chain will keep going. It's like the gift that keeps on giving, man. You dig what I'm saying? But hey, man, this is your host, Most the Great, Day Late Dollar Short News. I want you all to go over, if you're subscribed to me, go subscribe to J Hood. That young man, he's got an insightful story, and you can hear from his mouth. And maybe if anybody has a line on J Hood, man, I'd like to interview J Hood, man. Tell J Hood to tap in, man. This is your host, Most the Great, Day Late Dollar Short News, man. We out.